We have the honor at the McAllisters podcast to bring you two brand new shows to our ever-expanding network. First is the Unhinged and Uncensored podcast, where I and good friend rapper Lolo Savage talk about really whatever we want in a completely wild format that drops every Tuesday at 2 p.m. But wait, don't forget to catch our other brand new podcast, the Guts and Gore podcast, where we give horror films the dissection they need to see where they stack up every Thursday at 2 p.m. Please click the links in the description to find out more info today.
Stutterbox Productions is a backbone for many of the events that you see in the Midwest, from EDM festivals to late-night hip-hop shows. This company has been working closely with this podcast since the beginning, and we always have plenty of things planned for the future. So, if you're looking to plan your next gig or event, head over to their Facebook page to learn more today. Guys, what's up? This is the McAllisters podcast. I'm your host, always called McAllister. Joined today by a really special guest. I feel like there was a period where I was like always trying to get you on, and you were just so fucking busy, and not in the city. And here you are, a recent Des Moines citizen, ladies and gentlemen, returning guest, Drowned Hero. In my opinion,
how y'all doing?
One of the most talented MCs to grace the city of Des Moines. How are you doing today, man?
I'm doing great. It's been a great day. I went to work like a regular citizen. I'm just grateful that my job isn't as stressful as it used to be.
Yeah.
So now I can come out and do things like this.
You actually have time
with the homies.
Yeah. You actually have time on your hands. Do you feel that like things are just easier living in a city? Like things, come together a little better? Or like, what are your thoughts on that?
I grew up in the Houston area.
Sure. Yeah.
So I'm used to the city life.
Mm-hmm.
I lived in a small town for about 10 years. And then moving back to the city, I feel like everything's just more convenient. And, there's more things to do. Yeah.
Yeah, small town living's rough, man. I fucking I don't know if you know this about me. Like, I grew up in a small town, like Orange City, Iowa. Fucking crazy Dutch fuckers up there, and like it's like living in like it's almost kind of congested in a way. Like I remember even like living in a small town when I was like with my ex-wife.
What was the population?
Okay, so where I grew up was about 5,000. I think Canton was about, I want to say maybe 3,000. So even less, the town that
that's tiny. That's like a come and go. No, that's like a Casey's and a Dollar General.
Oh yeah, 100%. No, that was definitely like you'd be at the bar and people would be just throwing around the N-word. Like, no.
So it was a sundown town.
Yes, it was sundown town. Yes, for sure.
Stay away.
Stay away.
Duly noted.
Stay away from Canton, South Dakota, or Ohio. Either Canton. Really, if a town's just named Canton and your skin is darker than mine, I would recommend maybe staying away.
Stay out.
Really, anybody, because like I didn't get along in those small towns either. Like I was uncomfortable as shit. Like I would get like mad. Like I would like get drunk and like hear people saying that. And I'd have to like go outside and have a cigarette because I'd be like about to fight some motherfucker. Yeah, it's just stupid. Really, at the end of what racism? Sorry, not to get deep right off the bat. But racism at the end of the day is just stupid.
It is very ignorant.
Stupid. Like I've never heard like an intelligent racist person. Find one. Show me one. I dare you. Please. They don't exist.
They don't exist.
It's like that people try to argue like the IQ of race. Like, just shut the fuck up.
The darker you are, the dumber you are.
Well, I did get some research on that, actually.
No. I knew it.
It's a setup. It's a trap. This whole thing is a trap. So, you looking to like, expand your music, living in, because you moved. What was it? You moved at the beginning of August.
Like mid-July.
Mid-July, that's
Yep,
right. Okay.
July. So I've been here for a couple months.
Yeah, so I mean, you're still settling in, but you and I have talked, and I know you've been kind of, on the look to kind of expand your music, kind of, do more of that. Like, I guess what are your thoughts on the horizons of trying to, do it here in the city?
Well, music wise,
yeah.
Well, like I said, we just moved up to the crib, just bought a house, me and wifey. Just been getting it unpacked and, getting the studio set up.
Okay.
Like you got this.
Okay.
You got your pictures on the wall.
Hell yeah.
I'm not even that far yet.
Yeah, I don't drink anymore, man. I got time on my hands.
That's good. That's really good.
Unlimited time.
I got the text that you said BYOB, and I was like, I remember because you said in an episode that you.
Yeah.
I think it was with Lolo that you said you wasn't drinking anymore.
Yeah. He was sad. No, I'm kidding. No, sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, no. I got distracted with the question. With the music. Yeah, I mean, once the dust finally clears, I can get back out and start doing shows. I mean, I did a show a couple of weeks ago with DK.
That's right.
Ziering.
God, I gotta get in touch with them.
Shout outs to DK.
Yeah,
just because he's been the one that's always been like, "Hey man, come do something." This Friday at Good Vibes. I don't know if you've been to.
Yes.
You've been to Good
Did
Vibes?
you not go there? Or is that not the place?
I don't know. It was like a yoga studio.
No, okay. I haven't been there.
Yep.
No, I haven't been there.
There's an open mic that's pretty cool that I've performed at.
That's right. Yeah, I've heard that they do that. Yeah.
Shouts to Good Vibes. DK's. We had a show out in Ziering. He got booked for like a 3-hour set, so he just brought homies out.
Yeah.
And we threw down.
Yeah, that's awesome. DK's like he's like one of the few people in the city that I feel like, not even one of the few, but like one of the most prominent ones that are like constantly on shows. Like I feel like every time I see him
out there,
like every time I open up the Instagram, it's one of two people. It's usually Obs or it's DK. One of those two people. Shouts to Obs. Like either one of them, fucking like doing new shows, doing new whatever. It's fucking awesome to see.
Yeah, they've been constantly doing work. He just bought a crib. He lives like 5 minutes down the road.
Yeah. Oh, really? From here?
Yeah. Nah, from my house.
From you.
Yeah,
okay.
From my house.
Okay.
So I don't know. I think I'm probably gonna just be, starting over. I still, the last show I did, I did the same songs that I've been doing. I haven't really done anything new, except for that song that I did at DK's show with DK.
Oh.
It's called A Piece of Peace. We haven't. I don't think we've released that yet.
Okay.
So
that's cool.
So yeah, man, I think I'm just gonna be starting over, trying to get some singles out, make a face.
Well, but you've been like sitting on stuff for a long time, right? Or
just I got too many things.
Yeah, you're one of those motherfuckers who has like hundreds of fucking tracks. I know, because you and I have done a track.
Yep.
I'm still waiting for the day that I hear about. Hey, Coleman.
I finally got Novocaine.
Finally got Novocaine done. Yeah. That was like probably one of my proudest moments as a producer, though, and I'm honored to have you.
Yeah, man, you were making some beats.
Yeah, man. That's right. I almost forgot. You've inherited my old beat maker.
Yep. I got the little controller.
Yeah, you've been plugging away at that with that thing at all?
Yes. I've been messing with it a little bit. Just trying to get some drum patterns down, learn how to get some chords.
Hell yeah.
This is hard because the keys are so tiny and my fingers are so big.
What DAW do you use again? You use some like
Mixcraft Pro 9 Studio. Something that I've had I've had it since Mixcraft 7, but they finally had an update.
Oh, okay.
So,
how long have you used Mixcraft?
Going on 10 years.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, going on 10 years.
Damn. Yeah, I've never heard of that DAW.
It's been pretty crafty.
You ever tried any other ones? You ever tried FL or Ableton or?
I have not. I think I played with Reason back in college. If is that one right? Reason.
That sounds familiar. Reason. Yeah. What'd you go to college for?
Biology.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I was actually someone when I was in high school. I was really interested in biology.
Yeah.
I love that stuff.
I wanted to go for music engineering, but that program wasn't at the school that I went to. But they made one after I graduated, so I was like, "That's cool. That's cool."
You know, I discovered really quick about music engineering when I was in high school looking at jobs is not in Iowa.
Yeah,
it's or like really many states in the Midwest. There's a couple hubs like in Minneapolis and.
I could see that.
Awesome, but of course it was like $45,000-$50,000 a year. And you're like, no.
One of them schools closed down, I think.
One like
I had a friend that went to, I think it's McAllister or something like that in St. Paul.
Oh, okay.
They didn't have the funds to keep going, so they had to close the school down.
Damn. Yeah, you know, I this might be a hot take, but like I've always had a lot of like resentment towards the idea of like an art school or like institutionalizing like like some artistic craft. Right? It makes sense like in a older time, right? Like where people are really eager to learn and we don't have the internet and like all this available vast access. Like there's a time and a place where it does like make sense to have a collegiate university system, right? But like especially something with art, living in the modern day where you can go on, if you want to learn how to play guitar, you can go buy a $50, $100 guitar at some crap place, whatever. Go on YouTube.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Awesome. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Why did you say that?
Well, that was something else. You have been learning, or have you known the violin?
Yeah, I know the violin.
Okay.
But gotta pick it back up.
Yeah, well, and you notice that I still have my cello from high school.
Yeah, I saw that when we were moving in.
The quartet may happen.
Oh,
the McCretan Hero
who
quartet, or not quartet. I guess it'd be a
duet. You know,
duet.
2 more people. Let's get it going. I'll get a band together. Let's go. We're starting a band.
What was that fucking
underground orchestra? Let's go.
What was that, like Apocalypto or something? The metal band that had all the cellists in it.
I think so.
You remember that?
That's an old movie. It's been a minute.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. That was when I was in high school. That shit was coming out.
It's a hot time. You see, you're what, 20?
I'm 28.
28.
Yep.
So I just graduated college when you were done in high school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, because I'm 33.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I thought we had more time between us, honestly. Okay.
No, I'm not that old.
Well, that's comforting. No. No, I used to hang out with this old guy. He's actually the first guest we've ever had on this podcast. His name's RJ.
Number 1?
Yeah. He's this like... He's like this crazy political drunk guy. But like he was a lot, I don't know, we just had a lot of wild times. And like that was back when I was drinking a lot and shit, just doing a lot of wild shit. So I used to just like hang out with people that were like in their 40s when I was like 21, 22. Because
so you got that old school knowledge.
Yeah, I got the old school.
You got some OG knowledge.
Yeah. I was drinking like a fucking 40-year-old when I was 23, whiskey all the time.
Scotch on the rocks.
Yeah, I never got to scotch, but I was always a whiskey and bourbon guy. That was always my go-to. I still miss like a cigar with a bourbon on rocks.
Yeah, I saw you had that cigar. At
Yeah,
the crib.
yeah. I enjoy the cigar for sure. Like by itself, it's still great. But yeah, there's just something when you pair it with the whiskey specifically. Like you have a drink of the whiskey, you have that like that bitter like just like washed over taste almost, and then you kind of ignite it with like some nicotine, and it kind of just all blends together really smoothly in a way.
Nice for a nice evening.
Yeah, right. You know, I almost kind of wish maybe I should get some of those like smaller cigars and start doing like not all the time, but like couple like 4 or 5 times a year. like just get a really nice cup of coffee, one of those like little mini cigars, like they're basically a cigarette, but it's just a little thicker.
Yep.
And just sit on my front porch and just drink a cup of coffee and have my cigar.
That sounds like a great morning.
Let me tell you. And when they legalize it, I can just do that with a blunt. And
Problem solved.
Be way better. Fuck.
Hurry up, Kim.
I was gonna say.
Hurry up.
Good old Kim. Good old Kim. Yeah,
Nah, I don't know much about Iowa politics.
That's right.
But,
Well, no, you lived in Iowa.
Yeah, I've been in Iowa for a minute.
That's
I just
right.
Don't, just don't pay attention to that noise.
Sure.
But I know from what I've heard, she's not a great lady.
No, she's terrible. I literally compare her to like an authoritarian dictator. Like, I'm not even kidding, dude. Like, with the cannabis industry is a great example. So obviously recreational cannabis is illegal. There is Delta 9, HHC, and a couple other ones that you can get. Well, I don't even really technically know if you can buy the smokable ones legally, but you can't get the smokable versions of Delta 8 and HHC.
Like the carts.
You can get the carts, and you can also get like the pure nut, like a marijuana, like a cannabis nug, but it's just Delta. That, and you can also get CBD. But the thing that's fucked up is all these products are made by one single company, because Kim Reynolds has written it into law to give just this one company access to making these products, to just have complete control over the
funnel it in.
Yeah, and of course she's taxing the fuck off it. I'm sure, and that we know that the alcohol industry is taxed as fuck. So of course,
just funnel it in. Give me that good old money.
Cash rules everything around me.
Cream. Get the money. Dollar bill, y'all.
Money. Yeah, that's kind of the weird. Like, I by no means like or enjoy the Democratic Party, and I wouldn't even say I would really want them necessarily as opposed to Kim Reynolds. But there's something that's so loathing about like the idea of an entire state of people who just vote red because they just vote red. That's just what they do.
It's just because what we've always done.
Yep. They wake up on election day. They open the paper. They're like, oh, who's the guy on the right today? Okay, I'll keep that name in mind when I go to the poll booth today.
No, I forgot who I was saying that with. I think it's gonna take a few generations for it to fold over to the other side, or at least getting more in towards the middle.
Yeah, it's wild, man. You really look at either side and they're awful. They're like both the left and the right. I was hearing my coworkers the other day, like just regular citizens. They were both talking. They were saying the same thing. Like, both seemed like pretty liberal-minded people, and they were both like, yeah, like both sides are just fucking awful. I can't imagine myself. It's weird, man. It's a weird time we live in. But yeah, I don't know if you follow RFK at all. RFK Jr. I think you and I maybe talked to him about him a little bit.
Yeah, that he's running for president.
Yeah, well, here's the wild thing. Supposedly, the DNC is going to make it so. I'm not like up to date on this information, but from what I understand, they're going to make it so that any primary vote that's cast for anybody in the DNC is going to go directly to Joe Biden. Even if it's for RFK, which is what everybody's going to do. Yeah. The DNC is always on the craziest shit. They did it with Bernie, and they're going to do it 8 years later with RFK. They're just going to be like, yeah, nope. Right at the very end.
Right to Biden.
God, I remember.
The alley-oop to Biden.
I remember when that was all coming down and like looking at the DNC and just kind of like being a little hopeful and being like, okay, maybe like even Buttigieg wouldn't have been a good candidate by any means, but he wouldn't have been awful. He would have been a placeholder and he would have managed, right? It would have been okay. Yeah. But like there were so many other people that could have been okay, right? And they all dropped out. And it was just like, you really? This is what we're left with? Joe Biden?
Oh, Sleepy Joe.
God. Do you think they wanted him on purpose to let the whole thing just break apart and tear down to shambles?
To just bottom out?
Yeah, like the people at the top, like they just want the whole thing to crash and burn, so they're like, "Fuck it, let's get the most nonsense old fucker that we have."
Fart.
Yeah,
The old fart that'll say anything we put on that card on that teleprompter.
Maybe if he can even read it.
If he can. And I was just kicking back and just laughing, watching his press releases.
Yeah, I will say I don't know if anybody could have predicted him getting lost. Like that's just a whole other entertaining. It's not even like interesting anymore because it's happened so many times.
It's like, oh, it's Joe, it's President Joe.
I remember I made a joke when he fell on the bicycle. I was like, "Oh look, he's finally leaning right." Good old Joe. That motherfucker's always leaned right though. Have you seen the clips of him talking about like what was the terminology? It's not something along the lines of like dangerous night black people or like home intruders. I don't know. I'm butchering the exact words, but there's a famous clip of him from the 70s, like when like because he was like big with like the drug war in that time and all that. Like when he was like first getting into politics, he was like one of the big people that pushed that thing. And there's a clip of him like just describing black people as like being like night predators or something like that. Yeah, it's wild.
I didn't know that. I didn't hear that.
Yeah, they're hard to find, but I feel like 5-6 years ago, like it was a little easier to find that kind of stuff. But I don't know, like the last time I ever tried to dig up dirt and Joe Biden, it's like it's hard, man.
Wiped it.
Even the cocaine stuff was like kind of hard to find a little bit. I don't know.
Cocaine in the 80s.
No, did you hear about them finding cocaine at the White House?
Nah.
What?
Nah.
Oh my God! This happened like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago.
Guess that's why they call it the White House.
Exactly, man. They found a big baggie of cocaine in the lobby.
Oh.
And yeah, I mean,
chilling.
We all know who's cocaine does. Come on.
That's what keeps Joe up in the daytime.
Yeah. I can't imagine the kind of low week the Bidens were having for Hunter to switch to crack. You know what I mean? Like, why didn't he just keep getting the pure?
Because
I get this smoking. It probably has a faster effect. I'm guessing that's probably what it is. It probably hits the bloodstream quicker.
I have no idea. I couldn't tell
Pat, you don't know this?
Yep. Smoking crack all day. That's all I do now. So I moved to the city. Sorry, Mom.
Hey, how else do you think I get the energy to do this podcast? This shit's hard, man. This shit's fucking hard, man.
Yeah, I saw your I was gonna say I saw your pound of crack in the back. But we'll just edit that out.
Pat came in, he saw me in the kitchen, he was like, "We making some dinner, Coleman?" I'm like, "No. Making a little something else."
Just whipping it.
Who's the Migos? The cooking the dope with an Uzi. I'm just stirring my crack cooking with an Uzi gun. Out here in Beaverdale, cooking crack.
Cooking crack.
Yeah, that's the downfall to moving here is that my crack, it's a lot harder to cook my crack. I have a little fucking hot table, hot stove, stove heater in the corner. What the fuck are those things called?
A stove heater.
Those little fucking
Furnace?
No, it's like a stove, but it's a little box and you plug it into the wall. What are those fucking things called? We used to use them to like heat up like
top burner.
No, I don't know. Maybe I said like we used to use them to like heat up the hookah coals. Yeah, there's one time we
It just heat up like it has a coil.
Yeah. Like the red little
hot plate.
There we go.
Hey,
a hot plate.
There we go.
A hot plate. Yeah, man. One of the times I was in South Dakota, my ex-wife had some friends. They were big hookah heads. They had a shed with
Hookah shed. I already
but
know where this is
but it was
going.
like in the middle of winter, so it's like in the middle of January. It's like negative 20 degrees, and we're all like bundled up in like snow pants and
That's dedicated.
Yeah, and they're heating up the coals for the hookah on this hot plate on the floor. We're all just like hitting this hookah like off the floor, like all that. This is miserable. Like we were at least smoking weed during it too, and like, you know, it was fun. Like it's funny. I came across like some old like home videos and photos like from with me and my ex-wife, and like I was watching them, and like I was watching like how many cigarettes we were pounding down, how we're like, oh, like the whole time,
smoking.
yeah, like oh my god, like it's crazy to look back on your, you know, do like your past experiences where you're like, I just did some.
You said that was South Dakota?
Yeah. We're I always describe South Dakota as just basically being Iowa but methier.
How long were you there?
So I went to college in South Dakota for about a little less than a year. Actually, I guess both times I was in South Dakota was 9 months. Yeah, I did 9 months in college, and I did 9 months right before I got separated / divorced. So
what brought you to Des Moines?
So my father became well, he was a prosecutor. Well, he was a county attorney, I guess.
Okay.
In our county for a long time, and then he got a prosecutor job. And then now he's a judge, so he kind of worked his way up that way. But yeah, so that was why we kind of all relocated to Des Moines.
Ended up in Des Moines.
Yeah, but it was weird because like where I went to college at the University of South Dakota, it was like it was actually like because my town was like right by the South Dakota Iowa border where I grew up. So it was only like a 40.
Sorry.
Oh no, you're good. So it was only like a 45-minute drive. But then like we moved to Des Moines right before I started college. So like every time I went home, it was like a 4-hour trek. You know. Yeah, it was funny. I thought I was going to be visiting everybody that I went to high school with, and that happened like one time. It was weird. I'm like, guys, I smoke weed now. I'm an atheist. I don't. I'm not in your church group vibe. Like
Left and seen things.
come to the city. Yeah, I don't miss small town bullshit at all. Fuck, I remember living in South Dakota. We lived right next to a church. Like our building, like the like,
shared a parking lot with a church.
No, like we shared a building with the church. Like it was our apartment complex on the corner, and then a church.
Oh,
so we would like be out drinking Saturday nights, like 2-3 in the morning, right? And then we'd wake up 4 or 5 hours later to them tuning their bass, and then like just starting up 8 in the morning, and I'm like. I would like go on Facebook and bitch, and I had so many friends like just start like playing like the Wu-Tang Clan out your window and like start yelling at them. I remember we'd like be out smoking cigarettes, and they'd leave for church, and they'd be like exiting the doors like 5-6 feet away, and we were just on the corner like just smoking cigarettes.
Chain smoking. Take this.
Yeah,
Jesus.
the gel of fun. Yeah, it was weird. The contrast between where I grew up and this town, like that town was more racist and less religious, and the town that I grew up in was like more religious and less racist. Like it was more homophobic.
Gotcha.
Like the homophobia was higher in my town than the racism. I feel like maybe I was just an ignorant fuck. I don't know. It was probably still there, but like prominently. But I don't know. I feel like when I heard people bitch about things, it was always about the gays, as they called them.
So when you got to Des Moines, was that around the time that I met you?
No, I think you and I, because you and I met like what, 2017?
Yeah.
Ish.
2018, I think. 2017. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. I was actually just talking to my girlfriend about this. You were one of the only people that I know that knew me when I was still married. Or at least with my ex-wife. The
Yeah.
person I was with my ex-wife, which is bizarre.
But she wasn't there.
Yeah. Oh no, she
wasn't
wasn't supportive, man. Dude, I had to leave because she was. Oh, get this. So I had to leave the night that we met. I had to go home and leave because this bitch was like freaky. Because she had this problem where like I would leave her alone, and she would get lonely and be like, "I'm gonna hurt myself," and like all this. It just wild shit, right? And it was one of those nights. I was like, I that's why like I left right after my set because I was like, oh, I gotta go take. I get home, this bitch is sleeping on the couch. I'm not even kidding you, sleeping on the couch. I went and like fucking loaded a bowl. I'm like, fuck. But it's okay. My rap career wouldn't have. I don't know. It'd be interesting if I had kept with the raps. Like if I was not a podcaster. If I was just.
You were still. You went by McCreaton, right?
McCreaton. Yep. McCreaton. we never did the combo album, man.
Well, I don't think I've put anything out since I've met you.
Yeah,
unless it was like, collabs.
Yeah, man. Well, hey, I've always kind of had the thought that once that area, the brand new studio, when that's set up, we have a little more room in here. Maybe we could do some kind of recording studio type stuff. Get you in here and just hang out, make some stuff.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be a good time.
It would be cool, man. And that's another reason why I'm so glad that you're finally here in the city. Is like I mean, you were already making connections. I mean, which is for anybody in Iowa like you that was living in like the sticks, as they say, like in a small town, and still able to like go around and drive around and make the connections. Like to do that is impressive.
You gotta put in the work.
Exactly.
you gotta put in the work.
Exactly. If you live out here in general, but like especially if you're in a small town, you're putting forth like an extra effort than like someone like me who's well, I guess us now that lives in Des Moines.
Yeah, you put in the work. Stay late. Help them put chairs away if they need it. Shake hands. Hey, who's the owner? How can I get on the next one? Who threw this event? Who's the DJ? You just go around meeting people. Some people, remember you. You get to kick it more, and some people pass. That's part of life. So I think it's cool, that our circle's starting to grow. Like, because I think was it because Obs got on here because. Through us,
probably,
or something like that.
I think that sounds right,
or the other way around.
I actually don't even really remember how I got in touch with him. It was probably through you. That makes sense. Either you or DK, but I think I probably knew him before I knew DK.
So it's crazy, like how all our circles started, connecting to each other.
Yeah, man. Well, that's what I was gonna say. That's the thing that's so cool about you moving to Des Moines is I feel like your talent. I'm really hoping that you are really able to blossom in the city and like really just see how many different venues there are. Gabe, right? Dirt Lord.
Yep.
Yeah. Did you ever combo with him?
Kind of. I did a track on Lolo's album.
That's right. That one was by him. That's why I thought. Yeah, well, I've worked with him on a lot of stuff, like obviously at the podcast, but with music too.
There was an acting thing that.
Yes, I forget about that. Yep. He was in the horror film. He was in the Tinder Gang. He was in a lot of different stuff, man.
Shout out to G7.
Hell yeah, that's right. He went by G7. I forget that. Goddamn how well that's the thing, man. Like there's so many of these motherfuckers are growing, and I think you moving here, I think I'm really hoping that you're on the same train that we're all on, growing and doing stuff yeah.
Doing stuff. Oh yeah,
just doing stuff. Just hanging out.
Nah, man, I was trying to get ready for this baby on the way.
I was just thinking of asking about that, man. How does this feel? So it's happening in January.
Yes, sir.
And so that's 3 months away.
Yeah, 3 months.
Yeah, man. So how's that feel being a father? It's funny because we just had David in here and he's about to be a father too. So I'm prepared. I'm fresh.
I'm preparing.
I'm not doing shit over here.
It's exciting. I grew up around kids. My grandma ran a daycare, and I raised all my little cousins and raised my little brothers. So like I'm used to kids, but I'm excited to be a father to one.
Yeah.
Get to do it from scratch. With my wife and as a family and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it's exciting. I don't know what to do or what to expect, but I think you're supposed to just, just be glad she's healthy and just roll with the punches.
Yeah, man. Well, Do you feel prepared, or you kind of just? I mean, you kind of just go into it open minded. How are you?
I feel like mentally, 100% ready. I'm so excited.
Awesome. Financially,
that's a whole nother podcast.
Yeah.
No. We got some money saved up, and
we both
got some
jobs.
stuff for her, and me and wifey got some great opportunities and got some great jobs. So we'll be okay. We'll be great.
Yeah.
A lot of people are excited for us. We're just trying to make a village because her family's real small and my family's like 1,000 miles away. So we're just trying to, get our friends, in our friend circle that, also have kids or, that are just down to kick it with us because we have kids. Because I know that cuts into a lot of plans and stuff like that.
Sure. Yeah.
So, just want to surround myself with the people that, that are cool that I have a kid, or want to be around the kid or want to help the kid and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, I will admit I'm not the best with kids. I have this job. I take school photos right now. So I take pictures of pre-K through.
That's good practice.
Practice for what?
Any of them throw stuff at you?
Do they throw stuff at me?
Yeah.
No. God, no. I would quit if they threw stuff at me. Holy shit. No, the worst I've ever deal with is like some attitude. Like they don't want to do it. And I'm just like, you know what? I don't want to do it either. So there's a point where if you don't want to do it, then I don't want to do it. So we'll just do it.
Just pretend it's your TikTok. Come on. Come on. Do this for the talk.
Do it for the talk. Yeah, practice. Fuck calling it picture day. They should just call it doing it for the talk. You kids want to stand out on TikTok? This is
where it
practice.
Starts. This is where it starts. Practice, baby.
This is the indoctrination to teach people how to do the TikTok. Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean that's just wild. I think a lot. I'm kind of
very wild.
Getting to the stage in my life where more and more people around me are having kids. It's odd.
I mean, we're grateful that it's planned. I mean,
yeah,
we were a month early, but what can you do?
Yeah, well, it's funny. David, who you talked to when we moved, it was kind of the same thing with them. Like they weren't planning to start trying to have the kid until August, and I think they had. Yeah, they think they had it. She became pregnant in June, I think.
That's crazy.
Late June, so.
Yep.
It's wild, man. Yeah,
their baby's doing February.
Yep.
Right
around the same time. Yeah. It's wild, man. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that experience for me personally, but I really applaud anyone who finds themselves like you and like people like you and David who are like in stable situations and like are wanting to have kids because they want to have them and they want to bring something into this world and actually give it utility and that kind of thing, like doing it the right way, have a kind heart, etc. I think you're a prime example of that. So I applaud you, and
thank you.
I really hope that all goes well. And I look forward to meeting little DeRound here with Junior.
Yeah, little Miss Round Rosie.
That's right. It's a girl, right?
Yep.
Sorry, I didn't mean to misgender your baby.
Did David find out what he was having?
So here's the thing with them. So they know.
Oh, they still haven't.
They've known they've known for a while, but they're doing this like extremely elaborate fucking gender reveal. We're all like fucking sick of it. We're like, come on, just fucking tell us. Like, we'll act surprised, I have my suspicions. I think it's a boy. So we'll see. By the time this episode comes out, we'll know. So
that's in 2 weeks.
Oh no! So this the reveal is actually this Saturday.
Oh,
This
nice.
coming Saturday.
Bet you're excited.
Yeah.
Molly's excited.
Yeah, I think I know. I think they slipped up, and I think I know it's a boy.
That's what I was gonna guess.
You're guessing a boy?
Yep. Guess we'll find out.
I feel like David would be more depressed if it was a girl. His spirits would be lower. He'd be like, "Yeah, I'm having a baby." No, I'm kidding. No, hell yeah, man. It's wild. Wild times.
Definitely wild times. Crazy how time flies.
Yeah, man.
Because we met at, it was a biker bar, wasn't it? That we met at? Yep.
Yeah. What was that place called?
Big Ed's or something like that.
That's right. Yeah. Were you there when the chick stripped?
Yeah, I got there early. I think I was the first one there.
Yeah.
And nope, I lied. I was the last one there.
That's right. God damn it.
Because I was the last one to sign up.
This chick I used to work with got fucking like, she like dropped her pants and was like fucking twerking in front of me and getting just super drunk and made me really uncomfortable. And I was like, this is
At the contest?
at that contest. And I was like, I've never performed before. I'm literally already seeing pussy. Well, I'm about to fucking do this shit. Okay.
What a first performance.
Yeah. I don't think it lived up to the hype. God damn, man. Shit's wild. Yeah, it's it's weird being like, it's not weird like it's good, but it's a weird like feeling content with being settled down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's something I've been kind of personally realizing for myself the last year. Because I was always worried about that. I was always worried about like being the guy who always wants to just like chase tail and like not be able to settle down. But you find a lot of comfort in just having a partner, having a soulmate.
Making a home base.
Yeah, it's important, man. It's important. I think it's important for people to shoot for that.
Yep.
In general, like however that looks like, and the important thing is being happy.
Oh yeah.
At the end of the day,
as long as you're happy, that's what makes sense.
Yeah, exactly, man.
So how long you been with Molly?
4 years. In April will be 4 years.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, when we knew each other for a little bit before that, we like both. It's kind of funny because we like both left our partners the same month, and we kind of so we were kind of like both on the same track of time when we met each other. And admittingly like got together really like soon after I was separated. Like I was seeing her before the divorce even went through. And I don't know. It's just weird kind of thinking back, like, it was one of those situations where you would predict like it wouldn't really work out, right? Like it would just be kind of like, it's quote unquote rebound, right?
For sure.
I think we both like developed and matured through that whole process together, and like it ended up just being a really good thing. So yeah, it's been
where you guys actually meshed and
mesh as people. Yeah. Someone that's like able to put my bullshit. I mean, that's the number one, right? That's the number one quality. If you find somebody who can't deal with that, it's not gonna last long.
Yeah. Facts.
Yeah, it's an important thing. Somebody that understands you, understands who you are. It's fucking important. Shit, man. We're about the 45-minute mark. Last question. Do you have any predictions for the election?
Kanye from out of nowhere.
Kanye West. Do you think he has a comeback? Do you think he's got an album in the vault that he's going to bring out?
He's going to make his kids do it. Yep. Calling it right now.
That's the most Jewish shit ever.
Northwest is going to drop her college dropout. Calling it.
Well, I almost forgot about this, actually. One thing that we have not done in a while, that we like to do in this podcast has been requested for a minute is the fucked up bucket.
Right.
This is after this was conceived after the time you've last been on, so this is a new thing. In here is a series of questions, prompts, statements, etc. that are quote unquote fucked up. You do not have to pull a card from this bucket, but if you don't, you're a pussy. So I always recommend to take it out and just take the card and read it out loud, and I will do the same.
A hottie in a wheelchair. Wasted potential or a pussy on wheels?
What's your verdict?
Hey, I'm gonna go pussy on wheels.
Hey! Point for the
She's
disabled.
still a person.
You have a chance. No. Nope.
Oh,
You're good. Yeah, there we go. Sorry. I never tell people that. I never tell people, hey, don't put it back in. But yeah, all right. Shit.
what was your answer?
Oh, my answer. Oh, yeah, hottie on wheels for sure. Hell yeah, man. That dude, you could just pop it in right after work. She's already right there. You're just like, all right, I'll click off the brake and make sure she's fixed though, because that would be a.
That's why we got a ramp. That's why we got a ramp in the bed.
That's why we have a ramp on the bed. Oh my god. Oh, that's like the fucking. You ever see the pictures of like the really poorly designed houses where there's like a tub at the top of like a pit, like a set of stairs and shit like that. Just that just reminds me of that. Okay. We need to take the bisexuals out of LGBTQ plus because being horny doesn't make you special. That was an iffy one. My editor opposed to that joke, but I kept it in. I was like, I'm determined. Free speech. Guys, Drowned Hero, Pac-Man, aka Pac-Man.
I'm surprised you remember that.
I'm surprised more people don't. That was what I originally knew you as.
Yup. Yeah, I had to drop that because I can't afford that lawsuit.
You were like, oh shit, is that the same name as the video game I've been playing?
No, not at all. It's PACCCCCC.
That's like a
Can
Scott.
you do that?
So here, what?
Can you do that? Would it pass?
Yeah,
You just
probably.
put like 6 C's on there.
You could take it to court. Yeah, it's like that movie Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Did you ever see that?
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah, like the fuckman. You could just been fuckman.
Hi, kids.
Do you like violence? Want to see me stick 9-inch nails in each one of my eyelids?
Want to copy me and do exactly like I did? Try see it.
Get pissed off. Fuck what my life is. Classic. Drowned Hero Pac-Man. What do you want to tell the people? Where can they find you? What's coming down the pipeline? All that.
What can I tell the people? Go love somebody.
Hell yeah. Good words.
Just help where you can. Be who you are. Don't hide that shit. Where you can find me, I am in the 515 now. I ain't really be online like that. If anything, you can get me on Instagram. It's the Round Hero, DA Round Hero. What I got coming in the works? We'll probably try to have a single coming at least by Thanksgiving.
Nice.
I think that's a good goal. I'll say it on record, so I gotta hold myself accountable.
Hell yeah, man. Well, when that drops, let me know. We'll promote the hell of it on the show. We'll throw it in the beginning for a little bit.
Thanksgiving special.
Hell yeah, Drowned Hero, Patrick. It's been a fucking honor, man. Yeah, I always have told people, I think you're one of the most unique and talented MCs in the area, and anybody who is in the music realm, please tap in with this man. Do some work with him. I guarantee you it will benefit everybody. Guys,
thank you.
Yeah, no problem, man. Guys, McAllister's podcast. We're here every Monday at 7 p.m. We got a website, McAllisters.com. We also have a Patreon, where we have exclusive content and videos there. We also have 2 other podcasts that we've recently started. The Guts and Gore podcast, where me and Molly review horror movies. That drops every Thursday at 2 p.m. We also have the Unhinged and Uncensored. I keep fucking up the name. Unhinged and Uncensored podcast, where me and Lolo Savage, a guest who's been on the podcast several times, me and him just talk about bullshit, random life. It's a lot of fun. That drops every Tuesday at 2 p.m. So go check those out. All right, everybody. Have a good night. Peace.